Don't gas me, people. Oh my days. This car is just a vibe right now. It is literally just a vibe. Just be inside. Look at that. Oh my days. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Carl is on it, people. Today we're in the beautiful Scirocco and we're gonna be doing a full LED light conversion for the entire interior of the car. So let me show you what it looks like right now. So this is the current interior at the moment. It looks absolutely beautiful. I painted those in red, and also did that in red here as well. I'm thinking of changing this to probably the GTI badge instead. I'm only doing it just for styling, basically, and then also a red pinstripe as well on the steering wheel, which gives it a much more sportier look. And you got the carbon shift paddles as well, which are gorgeous as well. So those are the additions too. We obviously got the CarPlay screen, yeah, we've got some carbon wrapping around. We're basically going to be adding the LED lights, and here is the ambient lighting kit that we have. So we've not only just got the lights as you saw in the BMW, I'll probably show a previous clip now. Oh, it's an absolute spaceship. It looks amazing. Now we have also ones that are not only going to go on the doors, the trim, and that we're also going to go on the footwell as well. So it'll be the full entire package. So without further ado, let's go within the install. I've already lifted this part up already, so that way I can get access into here. I need to tap into the cigarette lighter, and then basically use that power from there. And then the power from the doors are going to be separate, so I'm going to have to find out the wires and go from there. So let's go. So this is the current update. Everything looks absolutely everywhere. Like, what the heck am I doing with the drill and everything? So first of all, you're going to have to put the wires through the corner. If you kink this wire or damage it, it's done. It's a wrap. So you have to be very careful where you put the wires and do it very strategically. So I'm putting the wires through a corner, and I'm basically gonna need to cut into here, get like a little hole into there, and cut a hole into one of these areas, and that way I can route the cable from one side out into the other side. So that's what I'm gonna do. And that way I can be able to fit on the other lights and put it onto that trim there as well. And then also I want to do one for this side as well. So this side I'm gonna need to get an extension, which there is one, luckily enough, in there, so I can extend that wire it through to the main controller. Then the final one, which would obviously be this side here, which I'll need to position it from one end into another. So I'll figure that one out. Most likely I'm going to do it from there up like this to there. So we'll see anyway, we'll see how it goes. And then obviously same for that side as well. So, and then also the footwell lights, I'll sort them out, don't worry about that. Without further ado, let's go. And there we have it, people. It looks absolutely amazing. A full LED Symphony lights dashboard conversion, and it's all hardwired, so there's no wires hanging around anywhere, so you won't even know. Like, it looks like it came from factory, OEM plus. So yes, people, this looks absolutely beautiful. I've seen some, they look really tacky when the wires hanging around everywhere, but I wanted to make sure I gave this car the best of the best, so that when I sell it, I get the best price for it. So I did the wiring just underneath where the screen is. There's a 12V port to get the main power source from there. If you're looking to do it yourself, you could damage your ECU, so be very careful. If you don't know what you're doing, I wouldn't recommend attempting it. Just get a professional to do it. You know, ONIT Autos have got you covered anyway, so don't go anywhere. At this point now, it's time to do the door cards. So I need to remove all the door trims, and be very careful, people, when removing them, because you could actually damage all the clips and the wires. We're going to check these lines, people, to see which one is positive and negative. It's got green, it's got brown and red, so I need to just be 100% sure before I tap into any of these. And we go from there. And now it's time to tap into those lines with my crimp tool. I also then bring an electric tester to test out what line is what. So always test what is what, people. Don't go anywhere. And look at that, people. LED lights installed. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. Right, so the wiring is like this. I'm going to tape it all up. Pop this here, like so. So the main power cable is yellow, the one's brown. Always test, people. I'm not going to guarantee that for you because every single car is different, especially different specs and so on and so forth. So make sure you test that. I'm going to tape the wires down so that way it doesn't interfere with the bolts. So there's bolts here that needs to be going in. So I'm going to tape them down so that way it won't interfere. And we're good as gold. We're now going to do this side as well. So let's get started with that. Now that that door card is out, we've got tons of wires to be going through, to be testing. So make sure you always test which is the power line. That way you don't mess things up. So people, I've got it all hooked up now. Just test it out, just to show you guys. Look at that. It all works back on, which is absolutely perfect. Don't go anywhere. Renovations. Absolutely gorgeous. So we just need to put it all back and then job done. So let's go. Also to add as well, people, ONIT Autos, we travel nationwide within the UK. I travel everywhere in the UK. I've done installs from 5-hour journeys. I do installs everywhere. I'm even going international as well, people. So stay tuned for those videos coming up soon. And yeah, people, we just do everything. Anyways, people, don't go anywhere. Stay on it and peace. Right, the next thing I'm going to do now is to do this bit here. So we actually got some attach-ons to attach it on. So we've got some in here. It's basically like a double-sided tape. Just basically whack onto it. Just need to get it open. There were a few additional trinkets I actually was meant to put on the previous video to show these carbon fiber trims that I put on. Just to make the car look more sportier and give it a better finish. There we have it, people. That just looks so much nicer. Just gives that plain look. It just looks so much nicer like that. It gives that plain look much more jazzed up look. And then to do that bit as well. And then the final bit there. And I think there's also one for the door handles as well. There we go. That's much nicer. Let's do this door handle whilst we're here. Going to be changing the original mirror cap covers, changing out to some carbon style. It's got the carbon pattern weave, just to give the car a bit more, you know, just to give it some bit more flavour, you know. So we're going to be changing them out. So without further ado, let's go. First of all, to do it, you just have to, it's very simple. You have to just pry out this, and you've got a trim removal tool. Get that out now. So, gotta get into these here. Be careful when trying to attempt this, people. You can actually crack your mirror. I've seen people try and do this and they end up cracking the mirrors. So, just be careful. Now we are on to the last piece, which we're gonna clean that up. You can see that it's chipping away here. Oh, that's bad. Anyway, let's get this done. And there we have it, look at that. That just looks absolutely gorgeous. There's a link in the description for where I get all my upgrades and my parts for my cars. So use my code STAYONIT for a discount. Right, the first thing we're going to do, right, is go onto menu and then modify, click on winter tires, right, click OK, and then make sure you set it to 155 miles per hour. So you scroll it on there and you just keep clicking OK till you get to 155. Once that's done, click back, and once that's set to the highest, which is 155, click off, there we go, and then click back. Next thing you're going to do, go on to scroll all the way to speed warning, right, and click OK, and then set it to 155 as well, going all the way, set to the highest one, OK, click OK. Now it's time to remove the old dashboard. So people, here's the dashboard. Look at that. That looks absolutely gorgeous. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to take out this one, right? And once we take that out, we're going to be able to fit on the new digital dashboard. So to do that, we need to firstly take out this dust cover right here. Look at that, there's 2 screws there, people, if you can see. 2 screws there, so you undo them. I think it's a T20 or so. Really small screws, so undo them. I'll go from there. There we go. That's out. So it's connected to this frame here, this rail here. So we're gonna need to unscrew these geezers to open this up. Right, that's now out. So we need to now open this up and get out the board that's in there. So let's get it done. Right, that is now opened up. So that's the frame that it comes with, right? It's quite a play to actually take the frame out. Once you get that out, we need to take this out, this out, this out, this out. So we've got some pry tools, and then we're gonna pry that out, and then we're gonna get it into, we're gonna need this board as well. That's gonna be taken as well. So let's start with prying out all these first. So pry that out, so now it's time to twist and take out this. There we go, that's out. Just gonna keep them all to one side, twist, take it out. We'll also be very gentle with these things. There we go. So there's a lock with them. This one, I think this should be. So this has been taken out as well, left with the frame. A lot of pieces, it looks all confusing. People, please, if you don't know what you're doing, don't mess up. You can just literally finish your dashboard. So get a professional to do it, or if you need me to do it, contact me. ONIT Autos, I've told you people so many times, ONIT Autos has got you covered. Upgrade installations, just let me know. And yeah, so let's go from there. Now this is the digital dashboard, looking absolutely beautiful. We're now gonna have to take apart this new piece. So to do that, there are a few clips around, one there, one there, one there, and one there as well. So we're gonna take this apart, and then we're gonna need to install mainframe from the original dashboard into here. So let's go. Now some Passats, right, or different Volkswagens have like a circuit board behind here. This one doesn't, so I can literally just leave this as is. To disconnect that, you have to lift up these tabs to attach on this chipset into there. But this one doesn't really need it, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. I'm gonna put it all back again together. So now apply the old dashboard piece into here, and then there's going to be some screws there, so we're going to screw them into the holes, and then we're going to place this on top, and we're going to tape it down onto that, so that way it doesn't damage that, and then we should be good to go. So let's try that. Right people, that's now been installed. Let's now start the car up and see what it looks like. Jeez, don't go anywhere. Oh my days. Jeez, absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Look at that, just perfect. Look at the dashboard, look at that, all the ambient lighting as well. Jeez, I can just change them with a button here. I've got a secret button here, and I can also control it with my phone too. I like this one when it's loading. Honestly, this car is practically full fully loaded. I can even turn it off just by holding it. Look at that, in case you get distracted. If it's too dark, just turn it off and turn it on, hold the button again. It activates back onto the original first setting. Look at that. Jeez. People, it is fully loaded. Look at that. Rev counter works and everything. It's perfect. Even shows the door that's open as well. Perfect. I'm going to do a full review shortly, so bear with me. Now, I forgot to show at the time, but there was a chipset. They actually leave inside the actual digital dash, so you actually put it behind onto the corner side, and so that way it doesn't get damaged or anything. And so that is it, people. Look at that digital dashboard. Don't go anywhere. Oh my days, this is so beautiful. I need to reset the airbag light because I accidentally plugged it on without the chipset, so make sure you put the chipset on before you actually fit it, so that way the airbag light won't show. So let me turn it off, turn it on. Let's see if that does the trick. If not, go and get a device to reset it. People, what have I told you? ONIT autos, oh my days. Look at that, fully loaded. Kai! Jeez! Everything is all done up. This is officially the highest spec Volkswagen Scirocco in the country right now. DSG stage 1, full digital dash, massive screen, reverse camera with sensors, ambient lighting, all controlled by your phone or with a secret button which I've actually installed right over here. So you can actually change these just by pressing the button. Look at that. Loading, don't go anywhere. Different lights, like hundreds of different settings you can do. All kinds of settings. It is just incredible. We've not even stepped onto the updates onto that, but you know what, I'm going to do that in a moment. But look at that. Jeez, don't gas me, people. Oh my days, this car is just a vibe right now. It is literally just a vibe, just being inside. Look at that. Oh my days. Jeez. ONIT Autos, people. How many times do I have to tell you? ONIT Autos has got you covered. If you need your car upgrading next, do not hesitate. And always don't go anywhere. Hit me up and I'll sort you out. We travel nationwide. I'm also going international soon as well. So all around the UK at the moment and Ireland as well. And soon we'll be going international as well. So people, stay tuned for everything. There's like tons of videos I've done for customers and there's tons more coming up as well. So people, don't hesitate. Don't go anywhere, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Wait, what just happened to the lights? Hang on a minute. Now we're talking. People, the VW Scirocco is now going up for sale. So hit me up if you want to get this car ASAP before it's gone. Don't go anywhere. Peace.